So I'll speak from my heart.
Yep.
Because everything that I was going to say anyway was coming from my heart. On that day, 25th of May 1963, African leaders met to discuss about how they could free this continent from foreign influence. It was a very important day, and I know many of them have passed to leave a legacy to us. We are only walking on their footprint. I would like to acknowledge the leaders of the past, such as Kwame Nkrumah, who were part of this journey. Julius Nyerere, Patrice Lumumba, Kenneth Kaunda, Nelson Mandela, Robert Mugabe, Muhammad Gaddafi. Many have passed on, but many also that are following their footprint are still alive, like you and I. It is very important to commemorate that very important day. That started how many years now? Over 60 years, from 1963 up to now, 61 years. More than 60 years of that journey, where they passed on, but they left us the legacy, and they left us with a message to remember, to commemorate. They did not say that it will take one day. It is a journey. But it is a journey where us that are still alive and still remember that story of that day that we need to reflect on. And this morning my message is about reflection, to reflect about the past of this continent, the present, where we can assess where are we, but also the future. We know that in the past, in 1963, the leaders of the continent decided for us to meet and try to free our continent from foreign influence. That was the past. They've done their part. The present is, when we look today, how far have we come and how much have we achieved? And I'm sure everyone will have different answers depending where you are sitting at. For someone in a township, he will look at 61 years. What have my leaders achieved for me? Maybe for someone up there will say, well, 61 years, I've achieved something. So depending where you are at, it's not about your answer. Think about the majority that are still hoping that our leaders will continue to fight so that their life can change. Every 5 years in many African countries, we go through elections to choose the leaders that we believe they will work for our benefit, for our interest. And even next week, we are going to election in South Africa to choose the leaders. I think as we commemorate this day today, very important day, as people, as Africans, it's the time for us to reflect on how much power we give our leaders. It's the time for us to, actually the more we commemorate, the more our leaders should be accountable to us. Because why we commemorate? It's because we sincerely believe commemorating this day continue to remind us of this journey to our freedom. No longer political freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, we have already obtained political freedom. And I think the last country in Africa to get freedom is South Africa in 1994. We have now an elephant in the room, which is now the economic freedom of this continent. The economic freedom of this continent. And that can only happen when citizens like you and I, regardless where you are from, like Thabo Mbeki said, I am an African. From DRC, from Angola, from Nigeria, from Ethiopia, from Egypt, from Lesotho, from Namibia, I am an African. Until all of us, as citizens, we will be mindful of that we were so blessed with natural resources, and it's our duty, all of us, not only our leaders, all of us, to make this continent a better place to live. To make this continent a better place to live. I don't have to be the president to make a change. A change starts by me. A change starts by you. The way we are educating our children. It's our responsibility. The way we're dealing with each other, it's our responsibility. No one will come tell us how to love my sister, how to love my brother. So on this day, as we commemorate, I really just wanted us to remember, to reflect on that journey from the past, where we are at and where we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, the future belongs to us. The future of the world belongs to this continent. We must never underestimate ourselves. We have the power. And this morning, I just want to restore that hope in all of us, that we can be the change that we want to see in Africa. I want to remind everyone that you can be that change wherever you are. Whatever solution that you might have, that you think it's small, but that very small thing can have an impact on our continent. It's time to arise and shine, Africa. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Happy Africa Day to all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Mandela, for the wonderful speech. And I believe